This man.
Baby, you're dusty as hell.
She mad. I look good.
Ugly as fuck.
Thick as fuck.
You're still ugly. You're not thick. You got a butt, but you're ugly.
And your leave out is super thin.
You're ugly though, Brittany.
Outside the courtroom crash.
Is that an insult? Is that an insult now? You're not thick. That's an insult? That you're not thick. You know, it used to be a time when you didn't want no type of thickness on you. Now, obviously, we live in different times. But I'm just saying, that's like, for me as a guy, it's like, you cut up, you not thick. Not that they would use thick as the word, but, you know, that's a good thing. She's not obese. So what's the problem? We got different type of body types. What? It just got to be one body type? There's people who like the slim build. There's nothing wrong with being a slim build. But ultimately, y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy. And look at these people right here. You don't even have social awareness or social regard to notice, like, you got people trying to pretend like they don't even see what's going on and just going about their business, which I would recommend. But you don't care that other people is around just watching y'all just go back and forth looking crazy. I'm sorry, man. You want to argue with me on the street corner? I'm not indulgent. I'm going to be looking like them. And I'm going to have you looking like you just some homeless person looking crazy, just yelling. I'm going to have people thinking that you got mental problems and you live under a bridge because you're going to be yelling with yourself. I don't know why we can't adopt that approach. We just ready for it. Anytime, anywhere. Just crashing out on a street corner. Y'all, before we get back into it, if you could like the video, greatly appreciate it. Helps out more than you know. And it's really just a click. And then also if you can hype the video as well. And I did just launch the Clips channel. So if you could go subscribe over there, I will pin it in the comments at the top with the link. So you can click that link and go subscribe. We're trying to get it to 4,000 watch hours but before February 1st because of the new YouTube rules coming out.
Brittany,
Outside the courtroom crashing out.
All your kids you smacked.
That's fine.
On the bald head little daughter and a dusty ass little boy.
But you don't want to fight.
You're dirty.
That's
You're dirty. To fight you for what? What am I fighting you for? What am I fighting you for?
Making my way downtown.
What is you yelling for then? If you don't want to fight, like, what's the point of this? Y'all just gonna do this all day? And she's ready. She's like, you don't want to fight though. Y'all just gonna be fighting just out here on the streets? That's what ladies is doing now. They just fighting on street corners. That's crazy. But ultimately, okay, what do you want to happen, Mel? You just it's like this is real life trolling. You know, like some people will troll you online just for the sake of trolling, just to inject negativity. But the beautiful thing about it is you can escape that very easily. You got multiple methods. But what do you do when somebody's real life trolling you, just disparaging you on the corner? You don't got no butt. You not thick. You this. You not that. You not that. Like when it's in real life. And then you don't even want to do nothing. So what's the point? I just got to hear you affirm to me disparaging comments about me.
Making my way downtown.
Don't get your gay boyfriend that like.
But she mad though. Yeah, I look good. She mad.
You got a gay boyfriend?
She a crash out. She on a.
You got a gay boyfriend? She said, "Go get your gay boyfriend." Is that a real? Is that true? You got a gay boyfriend? That sounds counterintuitive, but
in the she a crash out. She on the corner.
she is.
She a crash out on the corner, y'all. Anyway.
And you know you got it. Like, look at you. You don't have nothing going on. Nothing. We press on. Bitch, you shoot.
Press on.
Fuck up. Fuck up.
She mad, y'all. I walked away. She's still talking.
What this is going to have the potential to evolve into? What this is going to have the potential to evolve into, fellas, you got to pay attention closely. You see how like she can escape it, good for her. But imagine if you have a kid with somebody like that, and every time you get around them, they just got to start screaming, yelling, acting a fool, and just trying to make your life hard for seemingly no reason. Whatever the reason is, like, why y'all can't just go your own separate ways and keep it moving? What are we doing? Ultimately is what I'm trying to inquire about. What are we doing?
Is a real thing. Black fatigue or ghetto fatigue is a real thing. And no one's staying silent about it any longer. No nationality wants to be involved or bothered by this loud, obnoxious group of people. No one, not even hardworking Black Americans. I mean, I'm telling no lies here. Everywhere that group of people go, chaos follows. And no matter where you go, they're there. You can't go on a cruise ship because they done ghettoed it out. Have you seen the Carnival cruise ships? It looks like a fucking barbecue. And if you haven't noticed, it's always the same group of people. You know, loud, bonnets, pajamas, big ass eyelashes that flutter. You know, the EBT crowd. I mean, it's gotten so bad that you won't catch me at a Juicy Crab or a Cheesecake Factory or even a McDonald's for that matter. Because they turn those places into shooting galleries whenever someone that looks like them look at them wrong. They have mastered the victim card. Everyone's against them. There's oppression everywhere. And it's always the white man's fault.
Yeah, my thing is, I don't even know if I have a problem with like ghetto people. I think I don't really like ghetto behavior, but ultimately, I just don't like loud, chaotic environments either way. Like, literally, it really doesn't matter what the race. I don't like a super chaotic environment where it's almost like people done lost control and they just wilding. And ultimately, when the crowd starts to get into that group think, like you see that a lot with, or you saw that a lot when we were dealing with a lot of riots going on. And it was like the crowd, just from the energy of the crowd, it's almost like something comes over everybody and it becomes contagious. And then you could even have a just normal person who just gets caught up in the crowd, and now all of a sudden they're enveloped in all type of activities that they wouldn't normally do or that they wouldn't even ever think to do. But it's just something about us as socialized creatures to where it can consume us. That's just not like the way that I like to carry myself. But I'm not going to tell people what their version of fun is. My main thing is just keep it in control and keep it to where it's not wild to the point to where it's just absurd. Like those two examples we just watched, where it's clear you all don't have any control over yourselves or you're just crazy. Because I would argue that girl standing on the corner, she has control over herself. It's just, what in the world is wrong with you? And it seems like we do see that behavior a lot where it's just screaming, terrorizing people. It's like, what's going on? It just seems things have gone unchecked for too long. And it's starting to become over the line at this point.
At the end of the day,
Okay, crazy how you want to do that front.
at the end of the day,
Okay, I can. I don't have any issues. We don't. Do you think people want to come intentionally and disrespect someone? Oh no, he was very much so very disrespectful to me. And you want to jump up here like you was up here? No. Because you wasn't up here, was you? Were you up here?
You know what's crazy? Okay, what makes your disrespect better than my disrespect? You don't have a respectful disposition, even the way you just walked up to this woman. Your body language, everything. And by the way, body language is 93% of communication. The words that come out of your mouth is like the other 7 to 10%. Your body language was disrespectful right off the rip, adding on top of your tonality and just your complete disposition. So, what I just don't understand is how it be the most disrespectful people always feeling vindicated to yell and claim disrespect against them. And then they'll take it so far to where they have to really make you understand and take accountability for it. But yet you be the most disrespectful person anywhere you go. I find that incredible.
You think people want to come intentionally and disrespect someone? Oh no, he was very much so very disrespectful to me.
See, JC said it in the comments. He said they can disrespect you, but you can't disrespect them. Crying, laughing emoji. And then somebody came under that comment and said, bingo. That's what I just said. I didn't even see that comment yet.
Very disrespectful to me. And you want to jump up here like you was up here. No. Because you wasn't up here, was you? Were you up here? No. Were you real close? Okay, no. Were you real close?
She said you real close.
Okay, well, let's just speak. You walked up to me.
You walked up on her. Hold on. So you get in her face talking crazy. And now you like, girl, you real close. And you walked over there. Look, y'all. See how we just be misrepresenting facts? Look at this. Look. She told, because I was the first thing I was gonna say, but I don't know why you walked around that corner, that counter. But I didn't even realize she told her to step around from that counter. Did y'all just hear her say that? Watch this. She said, so you started to disrespect. She said, you looking at me crazy all you want to. You could step around this corner. And now you bringing up that she's getting close. And look at you walk over to that corner with her.
I can't.
Look.
I don't have any issues. Do you think people want to come intentionally and disrespect someone? Oh no, he was very much so very disrespectful.
You told her to step around the corner. I don't think she should have obliged, though. I don't know why she did that. I still don't know why you did that. But you were the first offender of disrespect, ma'am.
To me, and you want to jump up here like you was up here. No. Because you wasn't up here, was you? Were you up here? No. Were you real close? Okay, no.
Real close.
Real close. You may okay, well, let's just speak. You walked up to me. You told me to come out here. No, you told me to come out here.
Dude, your presence has been so underwhelming throughout this entire scenario. I didn't even realize he was there. I didn't even realize that there was a grown man standing in between them. Because he's almost timid around his woman. Bro, get control of the situation. You just letting your chick out here run rampant in people's establishments. What are you doing? Why has this even gone to this point? Why can't you say, cut that out, we're leaving? And that exact thing happens. I'm going to be real. You got to have more respect for yourself. If you can't do that and you're not trusted to be able to do that, then you should leave the situation. I'm so tired of seeing dudes stay in situations that they got no control over. They get disrespected. They don't get any respect. And yet you just stay. And then ultimately your presence becomes a reinforcement that it's okay. You got to stand on business, man. And really, this is another form of protection. Are you the protector? They want a protector. Are you a protector? In my opinion, protection is preventative. You protect from even ending up in the situation to begin with, which is why this should have been terminated and de-escalated a long time ago.
You told me to come out here. No, you told me to come out here. But you ain't say get close to me. No. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. And so what, bitch? And so what? And so what?
Uh-oh. I thought we were big on disrespect. I thought respect was everything. Don't disrespect me. And now you done pulled the disrespect trump card. You couldn't wait to do it too. I could tell how you did it. You've been waiting. You really just want to put hands on this lady. You've been trying to egg her on and put her in a position where she either has to bow down or you can try to put some hands on her. Let's just say what it is. Why don't you just go?
Get close to me. No. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. And so what, bitch? And so what? And so what? And that's why your broke ass working up.
Can you shut the fuck up?
No, I'm fine.
Please. I didn't come here for this shit.
Oh, yeah, we
Shut
did.
up.
Oh, we came up here, bud.
That's more like it. Now we're talking. Well, it seems I misjudged this brother for a second. Nah, you still around it. You shouldn't put yourself in a situation where for something trivial like this, you got to go to that extreme to get them to behave. I'm sorry. I still can't totally respect it, man. But you got some vertebrae back there. I'll give you that.
Oh, we came up here, bud.
At the end of the day, whatever happened, whatever transpired, cool, cancel my application.
What? Cancel my application? He's there for a job interview? And then she came, what? Why did she come there? This is crazy. She done messed up all your options for jobs, man. What, did she think she was gonna like come in there and press her to get you a job or something? And apparently I didn't hear her call the worker broke, but somebody said calling her broke because she works there, yet you're there because he turned in an application to work there. That's funny. Barbara said he said cancel my application at the end. Yeah, that's crazy.
Is it okay for me to crash out? Okay, great. So I've been bragging to my baby all week about her B-Day gift, right? Now, mind you, I can't stay in these ghetto ass apartments that I stay in. And I said, baby, woo, woo, wham, I did my motherfucking thing, okay? And I'm like, ooh, my gift was delivered, bitch. Okay, let me go on and go ahead and get it. Go to the motherfucking mailbox. How about these motherfuckers broke into the mailbox last night? I said, ooh, bitch, I can't wait to get out of this motherfucker March 9th. March motherfucking 9th. These ghetto ass, hood rat ass, I can't pay for my own shit ass, dusty ass motherfuckers. Bitch, I can't wait. I'm so sick of being over here. I'm so sick of this ghetto ass shit. And I'm so sick of this bullshit, bitch. I'm fucking done.
Stay right there in the ghetto. Stay right there amidst all that stuff you just said. You need to stay right there. That's right where you belong. Please don't come somewhere civilized. Because, ma'am, what? I mean, you sound like you right where you need to be. Why do you want to come and be the odd person out somewhere else where people know how to act and know how to talk? Goodness gracious. This is how, man, people are kind of delusional out here. You think you're too good for the hood or whatever. You acting just like them. Degenerate. The people who went in your mailbox. Wow. Wow.
Am I shitting myself right now?
How did you feel about it?
I said it down.
If I could buy a flight right now, look it on my phone, but I don't have a phone.
Raven, I ain't gonna lie.
Shame me right now, I don't have a fucking phone.
Nah, that music.
It's amusing how people are getting upset in my comments and messages about my keep my ghetto shit away from me series. Spewing at hominem attacks, and for what reason? Maybe because you exemplify the traits and aesthetics that I'm speaking about. One thing I notice about people is when you tell them about themselves, instead of them accepting the truth and taking action to correct the problem, they rather go at the messenger. You have fake dregs, you're ghetto yourself, and don't forget about the keyboard warriors. You soft, you scary. Why are you talking about black women? You need to change your environment. Man, let's address the madness real quick. Ad hominem attack number 1, you have fake dreads. I started my dreads years ago when they was like really small, and my loctician.
Yep, he brings up a point. People just start looking for something to come at you to take away from the message that you're trying to spread, if said message actually is something that they need to reflect on in themselves, and ultimately if it holds them accountable for their actions and decisions. And a lot of times people will take it even further and they'll go to the ends of the earth. If whatever it is that you're addressing, whatever behavior or whatever problem, if it's something that is permanent, that can't be gotten rid of, right? If I decide to talk about people with face tattoos, even though face tattoos aren't necessarily permanent anymore, but let's just pretend that they are, all of a sudden, people will probably try to come for me about everything unrelated to what I was talking about. And I see it happen about a plethora of topics that sometimes I may review or whatever. But at the end of the day, typically, if somebody isn't going to speak about the ultimately the fact that you brought up, you can just already look at that as an indication that they have no standing in whatever it is that they're arguing. And it's probably not rooted in truth if they have to go through all these other measures in order to try to talk about everything else other than what you're talking about.
At my hair well maintained, essential oils, getting detox and everything like that. And that's the reason why I grew out like this. But it's not fake. There's no weave in sight or added hair to my hair. This is straight from my scalp. Ad hominem attack number 2, you soft. Yeah, you right. I used to get beat up in school. I used to get shoved in lockers. They took my lunch money and all of that. Like, I was scary. I ran from every fight. I got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the scariest kid in the neighborhood. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter what anybody said. I was fearful. You right. Equating boundaries and morals and values to being soft. That's that ghetto shit that I'm talking about. This is exactly a representation of my videos. People just continue proving my point.
Right. And a lot of times what they're talking about is just if you're being logical, right? You're not acting with emotion, because what do we see with a lot of these people who are acting off of emotion, acting off of impulse? It's usually leading to aggression. And so if you're not just ready to act out on aggression to the point to where you'll actually do something that may have long-term ramifications and ultimately self-sabotage your life, then all of a sudden you're soft. And that's how we want to address it. Because just like what that other woman was doing, right from the beginning, she was trying to put that worker in a position to where she can ultimately do what she wants to do, which is the ultimate form of distracting away from the point that they don't want to address, which is physical altercations. That's the ultimate way to completely just deflect and get something on something else, to where you can ultimately take it physical, and then that'll pretty much wash away all the things that we're actually doing. When somebody gets frustrated to the point that where they don't want to deal with what you're saying, they really want to take it physical, but sometimes they'll try to.
Ad hominem attack number 3, you're ghetto yourself. Nope. I was raised in a 2-parent household with loving parents who instilled in me structure in terms of being a man, taking care of myself, and most importantly, using discernment with who I allow in my life. Ad hominem attack number 4, why are you talking about black women? I never mentioned a specific race or gender. I simply said ghetto shit, which refers to a general area that can be inhabited by people of various races, including men and women. However, I do want to point out that black people are more so subjected to these acts than other races. I'm just keeping it a buck. I was merely presenting you with a reflection of your reality. If you choose to be in denial about it, that's entirely your decision. Ad hominem attack number 5, you need to change your environment. First off, this mental and aesthetic baggage follows you wherever you go.
Well, and yeah, another thing, if somebody's bringing up something in general, but then you get more specific and they weren't even specific, what that ultimately just revealed was that a hit dog just hollered. A hit dog just hollered. And so that's even more, because if that's what happened, he wasn't even talking about that. And then they came up and said, you're talking about us. Well, then it sounds like you subconsciously or consciously, because you might just be playing like you don't know, which we see a lot of people do, where you'll be trying to hold them accountable or hold them to task. And then all of a sudden they don't understand things that a 5th grader could understand, which is a form of gaslighting, but still trying to avoid accountability. But yeah, you either subconsciously or consciously know that the behavior that he's describing matches exactly how you operate. And so that's more the reason to address it. But honestly, even that behavior and that attitude, a lot of times, I mentioned how people will fight when it's permanent. That can really feel very permanent for a lot of people because it's so ingrained in them. It's been formed so habitually that they don't even know how to turn it off. They don't even know how to get it together and ultimately correct it. So sounds like that's what he's dealing with. But y'all, I think we'll leave it there for today. You could like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I'm a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we actually get more points per hype. And hype was designed for smaller channels. So that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days. And hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So it's usually best practice if you want to hype to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And then also, if you want to become a member of the channel as well, the join button's on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments where it will show people that you are a member whenever you leave a comment, as well as you would get early access to content and also exclusive content that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, if you want to become a member, join button's on the video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.